All right, so sometimes my videos come a little bit late, like 3, 4 days late, and sometimes they come early. I'm doing this one a little bit earlier than usual. It's a Friday. I usually release these on Sunday, um, but I'm just trying to get ahead of the game, right? So, welcome to this week's Unikernel application spotlight. This week, as in next week, we're going to be looking at PgDog. So you can guess, it's Postgres, something to do with Postgres, right? Uh, so this is an interesting project that I ran across recently, and it's at first blush you're like, okay, it's like some bouncer or something like that, but it's actually a lot more than that. One thing that it really does well, and I say this just by like reading the code and reading the docs and so forth. Not that I've like really used this in prod, um, but it has the capability to do automatic sharding in particular on databases that aren't even like really set up for it. Um, in the past when I've sharded Postgres databases, I've done that mainly at the app layer. So that infects your code, and it's just kind of hard to manage, especially when you have to repeatedly do it again and again because of growth, which is a core reason people are sharding to begin with. But it's not just sharding either. There's a lot of other things that it has too. So it does load balancing, which is nice, which is kind of like what a balancer would do. It has health checks, has this notion of plugins, metrics, sessions. It has quite a lot of stuff, and I was as I was putting this video together, I was just kind of surprised to see how much stuff it's actually packing into this little tool. And speaking of little tool, so this is their GitHub. As you can see, it's written in Rust. And basically, you just kind of stick this in front, and then you can, have this basically load balance and shard, in number of Postgres databases behind it. And of course, we can use nanos for both PgDog and Postgres. Um, so the before we get to the demo, now Rust binaries with debug information can be quite large, but this when it's the production release, it's this package size was like 7 megs, so that's pretty nice. Not big at all, and we can go ahead and show you a demo. So let's do that. I tried to put the instructions in this README, which I try to do for most of these things, but sometimes I get lazy, or sometimes I forget, or so the first thing we want to do is spin up one of these so-called backend Postgres servers. Keep in mind, this would be like whatever server you have today. So we're going to do that with the nanos, and we're just going to grab this latest one that we have. So we spin that up. Now we're going to go ahead and connect to it, just using normal pSQL. All right, now we're going to create a database for PgDog and create a new user. We do that. Great. Now we can actually load PgDog, and this loads up. Woof woof. You can see it's on 6432, whereas 5432 is Postgres, and now we can kind of connect to it. So this is a very, very basic demo to kind of show you how you can get it up and running. But like I said, this actually is quite extensive. I was pretty surprised at how extensive this was. I thought this was just kind of a bouncer. But it's way more than that. So I would invite you to explore this, and if you're using it with nanos, let us know how it works. But till next time, this was running PgDog as a nano VM's nanos unikernel. Till next time.